me the brownies.
We are live. We're recording. Everything's rolling. And Nima and I would like to announce. Would like to announce the unveiling of our little podcast. And here are brownies, one for everybody.
I like how podcasts come with brownies.
Dude's Day.
Where can I subscribe?
Podcast brownies.
It's on YouTube.
Dudes and brownies.
If you want to talk, you can talk into the mic.
Oh.
Yeah, you just got to speak into the.
We'll try to pass it around.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to this is the Early Bird and Night Owl podcast.
Number 6 or 7.
Are we at? The episode is called Dudes and Brownies.
Dudes and brownies? Dude's Day brownies. That's not a good idea.
This is like 6 or 7.
Who wants to be in charge of
this brownies Rebecca because they are most moist.
We're here with the salt of the earth, the shining lights of the valley.
Somebody?
Brownie and which what ass tastes like.
Can somebody else be in charge of this plate of brownies?
Ass every day if it tasted like this. That's what
Put them up there. Do you like guard this?
Maybe put them up there. I will eat all these fucking brownies. You leave them.
There's a ton more in the kitchen.
There's all these voices.
Not capturing any of the voices.
Nope. Oh my god, I'm high.
We're here at Tony's place out in bumfuck nowhere.
Green Valley.
It's also the pizzeria too in Ventura.
It is a place that's not gonna Nick. That's not gonna pick up on the mic at all.
Well, you gotta get Josh. You gotta get closer to him.
If you have something to say, come get in line.
I'm okay. Good man.
Well, if someone's got something to say, we'll just pass the mic to them.
The brownies are good, right?
You say you wanted ass to taste like brownie?
Yes.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm telling you, if ass tastes like brownie,
you would wake up and eat ass.
Eating out every day.
Well, you're in pharmaceuticals. Can you make a pill for that? I don't think so. Oh, fuck.
Tony, can you describe to us the brownies that Josh made?
They were wonderful.
There's got to be more to it than that. Come on.
Now you're shy.
They were wonderful.
I thought they were ass.
No. What I said was, if ass tasted like brownies, we would eat ass every day because those brownies were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
What do you?
All right, I can see that.
Drink beer.
Do you drink beer with everything?
No, absolutely not.
Do you drink beer with everything? You guys drink beer with everything?
I with food like dinner. I drink beer.
Go get more, dude. There's plenty of brownies in the kitchen too. Why don't you go fill up the? Actually, you know what?
I'm not a beer
Here.
drinker, but then I hang out with him. It was like
Yeah, on
hamburger.
the mic. Just talking to the blue light.
Wait,
Nick's on the mic.
before you go, I want a roadie brownie
You know,
You gotta get those roadie brownies for the road.
that I'm not driving. Woo woo.
Nick, introduce yourself.
I am Nick. I am one of the
I'm Nick.
Hear me roar. My wife that I don't have. All right. I'm one of the podcaster's brothers. Yep. And these are really good brownies.
I like your rising inflection.
What's that inflection?
We're like my brother.
My brother, I'm going through puberty again. All right. 34 is the new puberty age. Sweet.
Dude, 34 was a fucking fun year.
It is. It's very interesting.
I was big on 33. 33 was pretty good.
I think
Sorry,
34 might be my
Very
midlife
good.
crisis, which is kind of nice because I'll live long enough to retire for a couple of years and bam.
Yeah, but nowadays we get older, so like the midlife crisis comes later.
Have you seen my dad's genetics? I'll be lucky if I make it to 70.
Yeah, but you swim and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's true.
You eat healthy.
As I have two brownies, I have a microphone in one hand and a brownie in the other, and this is my second one. So.
You gotta cast while you eat that brownie.
Brownie cast.
Brownie cast.
Oh, we're talking about ass again.
But I don't have a casting couch.
Oh man, you know,
Like,
I
I
wish casting couch was still like a good thing. Like, remember back in the day where you were like, you'd watch that shit, you're like, what was the black couch?
Ooh, I got to the Joey.
Hell
part.
yes! You know, and you're like, I'm about to see some girl who thinks she's here for a job interview.
She
now-
already got the job, but still.
But now we know those women are like human trafficked, and it makes us bad when we jerk off to
They're
them.
human trafficked?
What's
Yeah.
the target
Get the
demographic for
fuck
this
outta here.
podcast?
No, they're not.
What do you mean?
They're not.
What's the target
Aren't they?
demographic? I feel like we might trigger some people with this conversation.
Speaking to the mic.
I'm
Nima-
in the general
Nima, like,
vicinity.
gave a fact and then followed up with, well, aren't they?
I know. He's like, I'm gonna question.
Are they though?
He's so demonstrative, and then turn around and be like, but aren't they? They speak
Go-
English, dude,
Hand
like
this off and
American
go
English.
Listen to the audio on your iPad.
Okay.
See if it sounds good.
Sound check.
Sound check.
Woo woo.
Testes 1 2 1 2.
JC.
Oh, you guys were recording?
We are recording. We're on a Zoom.
Why do you think they kept passing a glowing blue light to
I thought you guys
Another
were
tray-
smoking
another tray of
weed.
brownies. Another tray of brownies.
It's a different
Testes,
kind of vape.
testes,
It's
1 2
small,
1 2
portable,
testes.
and
Testes,
it's
1
looking
2.
me in the eye.
This is
Oh.
this is DJ JC testing testes.
I'm
Testes,
already-
1 2
I'm
1 2 1
still
2
deep in
testes.
this brownie.
Who else has it? Luke has it.
Yo, I legit thought
That
you guys
brownie.
were smoking weed.
No, it's a mic. We're talking to a mic.
I don't want that.
Well,
shit.
I have my. I went digital, so I have my electric vape. If anybody.
That's what I thought you had in your hands.
Oh yeah. No, I just got the mic right now.
Added to the confusion.
Just DJ JC. Boom, 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 boom.
This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp.
You know what?
Uh-huh.
BetterHelp is a shit.
loud. You can hear him.
I know.
I
right?
get-
The new Brian.
No matter how far the mic is from Tony.
I
I
get.
think if we just all get it close enough.
Yeah. That's
I get.
Diagonals.
Anybody else on BetterHelp? Just me.
Is that work? Does
You
it
go
work?
there.
Do they actually?
I like it. I like it.
I'm thinking about it.
It's online like therapy, so I get it through work. And I went through 3 of them. The third chick that I landed on, she's like Hispanic, so she like relates a little bit.
Okay.
And just the minute I
job interview too, trying to find the right person.
but the minute I start talking, she's like, "Yeah, you're wrong," and I'm like, "Good, okay, thanks."
So is it like you schedule time with them and then
Yeah.
you Zoom or
Twice a
whatever?
Twice a
Okay.
week, yeah.
And then it's like what, $20 a month, $30 a month or something?
Well, my benefits
but you-
plan covers
right.
it at work,
So they cover the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
and it's cool because like
Sometimes you get paid too.
I didn't know that I was about to have an
when
anger
it's
issue,
happening.
and then they like
So
nipped it
many
in the bud, so like it works, and she's like super cool.
Had you been going to therapy before that?
No, I started it because my cousin was like, "You're a dick." I'm like, "Okay," and she's like, "You haven't been a dick
Explain it.
before, so why are you a dick now?" I was like, "I don't know." She's like, "You should talk to somebody."
You've always been a nice guy to me.
Well, I try. I want to be invited back. Trying to, not leave a mess so that way I can come back to Tony's awesome house.
I definitely thought about it because I felt like it. Because I was going to a therapist before, but he was charging me $175
Every
session.
sesh, yeah.
And
Is that with insurance?
That money
No,
goes fast,
no,
right?
no.
Well, BetterHelp is like one of those places. Like she has her actual office, and then she does BetterHelp on the side.
Yeah, it's just
They
it's the
gig
Uber.
economy.
It's like it's just
their
like
Uber.
yeah, it's like an Uber.
That's fine. I need Uber.
It's an app. It's an app. Right.
There we
So
go.
it's
I like
cool.
that.
Mhm.
There's probably one more brownie.
Vomit
for
into
you.
the mic.
Oh man, I think we're gonna go next one, brownie and a cookie on top.
We need some ice cream.
I'm gonna hurl.
Tony too. Oh, you just bumped my knee.
Tony
Had a little too much fun today.
Yeah,
I
but
don't get to get out of the house much.
so he stays in the
Nah,
house.
yeah. Yeah. Thinking that you're
handing me weed.
It's the mic, man.
No, every time I look over,
There's a joint. Want me to go get it?
Yeah,
No,
you
I
should.
just thought
Want me to go grab
Yeah,
the joint?
you should.
Alright, I'll go grab the joint.
I think
Joint's
it was
absolutely
like
necessary.
a little vape.
Which one of us is trying to?
Tony, you gone to therapy a lot. Do you have anything that you want to add? That you want to talk about? Yeah.
Therapy?
You guys have a lighter?
You act like you've never been to
No, I'm
therapy.
just like,
Therapy?
you're asking me about my-
Well, I watched
my
Tony
first
pretend.
therapy? No,
I
I've
have
been
one,
going to
yeah.
a therapist since my mom died, dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about.
It's been fucking great, dude.
Absolutely.
I got really lucky. I got a fucking crazy therapist who fucking she's just cool. Calls me out on my bullshit. Lets me be a little bit weird, and then I did this thing called EMDR.
EMDR.
What are you
eye
trying to
movement.
fucking? Is this weed?
No, just hold it. Talk into it.
Microphone. Tony's special.
It's not a green light, it's a blue light.
No, just EMDR. Like that shit's crazy, man.
That is very cool. So, do you know the origin of EMDR?
It was a therapist hiking with the Marine or something, and
Mhm.
because of their eye movement while they were hiking and talking,
Right.
I think that's what showed the therapist or whoever, the psychiatrist or whatever, that the brain can reprocess if the eyes are moving.
Right, and it like piggybacks off of if you're like doing EMDR, how it was originated, like that piggybacks off the benefit of forest bathing too, right? So if you're actually walking, not like doing EMDR with the therapist, but if you're actually walking out in the woods and you're scanning back and forth, you're just like
What's EMDR?
EMDR is
for
eye
those of
movement
us who-
desensitization and something else, right?
Say that.
Reprogramming,
Reprocessing.
eye movement, desensitization, and reprocessing.
Does it build up your peripheral vision?
No, it has nothing to do with vision. It's just a hack to get into a step down in the ladder of your brain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to know the craziest shit though?
Hmm.
Is you guys might think this is hilarious, but I didn't know I had anxiety.
Oh yeah.
I'm shocked.
Right?
Fuck you guys. I didn't know what anxiety was, dude. I didn't know that that's what anxiety was, like who I was, who I am.
Diagnosis too. Like, they just thought you had issues growing up. It was like you'll resolve it. You'll figure it out as you grow up. But
Dude, I fucking look at the clock about 47 times an hour.
I mean, at least it's not 60 times an hour.
I just mean I'm super conscious of time, and I hate being late, and I have like a very weird thing with time. That shit drives me crazy, and I didn't know that. Like, oh, that's anxiety.
And yet the pot roast was still ready 3
Well,
hours later.
A lot of the times when people have like who procrastinate,
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with anxiety.
Yeah.
You know,
And the pressure involved with it too.
at least keep holding it off, holding it off, holding it off, holding it off.
But they make great drugs for that, dude. They make great drugs for that. They just make your wiener not work. That's the worst part.
So you just gotta plan your weekends a little better.
You know what it is, dude? It's like
You got to plan your weekend.
I do. I'm on
Yeah, you gotta stop jerking off
redflags.com.
all weekend.
that's right, dude. Redflags.com. That's where Nick frequents.
It's a great dating app, you guys. Check it out.
Redflags.
Let
This
me know when
episode
you
of this
find
podcast
it.
is brought to you by redflags.com.
Don't forget about BetterHelp.
You're gonna need it after you're done with redflags.com.
She might hold a knife to your neck, but there's always better health.
She's 5'2". You can take her.
Wait. So you're doing that type of therapy that you're talking about?
Yeah,
Going
yeah.
out in the woods.
No, Josh just likes getting naked where Korean men wash him.
That's true.
And we need story
That's
time.
true. I got a killer story on this one.
Take
for
it
the
away,
podcast
maestro.
listeners.
And it didn't involve a pressure washer at all.
So
This one.
we're gonna keep Nick as far away from the mics as possible on this one.
No
shitty-
silence me.
No shitty one-liners. Just let the story roll.
No shitty sentence.
I'll take shitty sentences.
Wait, are you gonna tell the Korean brick story right now?
I'm gonna tell the Korean bathhouse Korean
Oh, wow.
brick story.
For
if,
the listeners.
if anybody's interested in
This is
hearing
the time
this.
you and I went.
This is the time that you and I went. So
Oh god.
I am a sadomasochist. Absolute.
Josh likes the pain.
I like the pain. I like to give and receive.
I
All
am
about
a
it.
sadist, hands down. Hands fucking down. I'm a sadist.
Yeah, but you're not a masochist, which is why
No.
this experience
It's a shitty
shook you
combo
up,
when you go with them
right?
and you
So,
know about it.
so
Yep.
as a sadomasochist, I love to
Look at Asian wiener in the bathhouse.
I love to do like interesting, odd.
Call it your wiener.
that's not German.
He wants to see the scrimp.
The shrimp scampi.
The shrimp scampi.
Do you ever like not to go completely off base, but you know, like I call the squat, you know, like the Asian gardener. You know, like when you sit on when your feet are flat and your butt's all the way down and you're cutting the grass. Every dude in this bathhouse sat like that, trimming their mustaches and shaving their faces. It was the goddamn weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So you're kind of jumping the gun though, which is I like to do all these weird things for birthday things. Like I went for a torturous Thai massage with Nick one time.
So your birthday's tomorrow. What's the torturous activity?
He's gonna wake up here.
Away from his own bed.
I'm doing yoga tomorrow.
Oh, we'll see about
Not like a crazy yoga, but it
Just
doesn't matter.
naked.
The
at someone else's
that's a
house.
different story. That's a different story.
And the trees are clear so the neighbors can see.
That's right.
So
Upward dog has a new meaning.
That's
so
right.
one year I was like, I've heard that these Korean bathhouses will do a full body scrub, and what it turned out to be is a men's side and a women's side, and then a co-ed side. So on the men's side, it was just,
They don't do pronouns?
would you shut the fuck up?
that was
Christ,
that was
Nick.
fucking funny, dude. That was really fucking funny. The fact that Josh got that
It's okay. This is a funny
is
story.
the better
This is a
part.
funny story. This is a funny story.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Yeah, we're gonna mute you. We're gonna mute you in a minute. So we go check out this bathhouse, and there's just steam room and all naked guys, and then hot tub and all naked guys, and sauna and all naked guys, and then these row of like sitting on the floor shower things, which was crazy, and then a cold plunge. The cold plunge was cool.
You know
Anyway.
what's fucked up is I didn't know we were gonna be naked and I trimmed my pubes. I kind of went all natural, and I was like, "Well,
It's okay. They
say la
match-
vie."
My pubes match my beard, so
Pretty fucking close, dude. I look like Rasputin downstairs too.
what is dead may never die.
Tony, relax.
Just killed Tony.
That's a good
Oh,
podcast
God.
too.
That shit came out of my nose.
So within half an hour of wandering around this shit, it got very old. So we went to the co-ed area, and we're waiting at the co-ed area. Like they've got a jade room and a clay room and an ice room. Thank
In the
you.
Inferno room, that shit was crazy. It was very hot in there.
They're like mud, clay, sauna baths, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I get stoned and I
So-
want to drink, and I drink
so-
and I want to.
So we're hanging out in the co-ed area, and all of a sudden this as wide as he is tall man comes storming through and starts calling numbers, and we're like and like turn our wrists and like, oh, that's me, I have a number.
So it's like a deli.
They come
Yes.
and find you, and this
Yes.
dude was pissed that he had to come and find us. Like he was waiting for us to just be naked with all the other dudes. Anyway, walks me
This
down.
isn't fucking gay at all.
Super. No, it was not gay. That's very true.
This was the
There
gayest.
was no eye
This is the
contact.
gayest, and this is no shade towards homosexuality, but this was the most homosexual I've ever been in my life.
So
And he's kissed dudes before.
I have kissed a dude. I kissed a dude. One dude. But we saw titties because of it. Don't act like you didn't enjoy it. Who was the other dude?
Yeah, I was the other dude.
No,
Who was the
Brian
other
Hand
dude?
Was the other dude.
oh my God, you kissed hand?
To see titties.
Jesus, I didn't know that had
You
happened.
you were 18 years old.
Yeah.
You would have kissed Brian Hand to see a bunch of titties.
Oh
We
man,
saw
I don't
two
know.
sets of titties that day.
I don't know, dude.
That's like, I don't know, bro.
Motherfucker, this is like
18.
20 years ago.
Yeah, dude, this was a minute ago.
We're fucking old.
Dial up.
No. Real titties is like a 6,000 times better than TV titties.
And were they real titties?
I don't know. Game of Thrones comes with the stories.
Whose were
No,
they?
still.
Were they perky?
Yeah, they
I'm
were.
not gonna say
They were
names,
like
but-
minor women's.
We were.
I mean,
at
we
that
were
point,
minors too, but like
No, we weren't.
I thought it was like 17, 18.
We were 18 and they weren't.
Did you
Well,
guys
they
have
were
to be
minors.
married?
We
Like,
were.
you know
That's
what the shaft
pedophilia,
was
homie.
called?
Not really.
Nima says not really.
Well, no,
Technically.
it's just a little bit, I guess.
It's just
You're on the record right now, bro.
Just the tip.
We'll edit this out. Don't worry.
No, because it's
Nima's in charge of cutting it.
There's gonna be so much editing.
No, but continue, Josh. I'm sorry.
So
They found you.
So about
He was mad.
exfoliating the butthole.
Jesus, Nick, can you murder every fucking story?
Of course. I'm
there's heat here.
Brace
There's heat here
yourself.
between brothers.
Yeah, there's some hate between
Josh is
Brothers.
There's no hate. This
Yes,
is
there
just
is.
brotherly.
Oh man.
hates him.
Mild animus.
Brother.
Yeah.
Brotherly incompatibility. We don't hate each other, but the way you do shit.
That's everybody, dude. That's everybody and every
So
family.
so this guy finds me and he's already pissed, and so he proceeds to take me into what the fuck is that? In like a cave.
He took you to a
Basically.
cave. He took you to the corner of the fucking
An
bathroom.
alcove. No, an alcove.
It wasn't an alcove. It was the corner of the
No,
bathroom.
he took us
Cro-Magnon
he took us
right
he
here.
took us into a alcove where there was hot running water and a fucking stone table, and you lay on the stone table with all your clothes off, and he scrubs you down with like a Brillo pad, and then he
Did
douses
you
you.
almost get an erection?
No, not even
Josh.
close.
Josh.
No, no,
Like
no.
like an icicle, just like cold and hard, just like.
Josh, be real. When he was scrubbing your balls, you could get a little bit of a boner.
No, I don't
I
think
did.
so, dude.
A little excited. There had to be a little excited.
Like, I think it moved. I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
No, so he but
Tony
but
was
he-
rock hard.
but
It was
he-
it was like so uncomfortable,
whole
like having to like
time.
be on
There
his
was more than
stomach.
one
He just got like
table that day.
just about to like put a hole right through the fucking stone
Oh
table.
man, he was
He's
like
Super
you
Saiyan
remember
it.
that movie Zoolander?
It
It was like kept moving like this everywhere. Fucking trying to grab it.
So scrub down one layer and then wash off all the dead skin with hot water, and then another layer and wash it all off, and then another layer, and then he had to go like into the tightest spots, dude. It was like
Like the
taint scrub for sure.
Dude, he fingered your butthole.
He was taint-tacular.
So
With a brick though, right?
so no, so hang on.
And it was a,
Hang on.
it was a
So
brick scrub.
so all the while, I'm fucking chilling like in this cold room with like in the co-ed area with clothes on.
Waiting
Chilling,
for what's
and-
gonna happen, and I'm in there like, this is gonna fucking kill Tony.
I like that you were naked being touched by a man thinking about me.
Of course, dude.
So
All my gay fantasies are about you, Tony.
oh, I appreciate that. It makes me feel wanted.
You are part of a gay sex cult.
That is true. I'm fucking cold chilling. And then I hear
So-
my number called
Uh-huh.
and I walk downstairs. And then here comes Josh and I go, "Hey dude, how was it?" He goes, "I think you're gonna like it." And I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be nice." Okay. So I fucking get down, fucking nitty gritty. I'm out there, like again, fucking Rasputin on my balls, dude. Like I'm there.
Micro penis out, all that.
No, dude, I was like full, like covered in bush, dude.
Like Osama bin Laden.
Oh yeah, dude. When he's angry and smiling at the same time. But I passed Josh, and after I said that, I'm like, okay, cool. This is gonna be nice, Josh. This is gonna be cool. Happy birthday, dude. And like we cross paths, and this fucking dude, he doesn't speak English. He goes, huh? He points to the fucking bed, and I'm like, I'm laying on this fucking slab like a fucking corpse because I'm so freaked out that I'm naked. And what Josh isn't telling you, what he forgot to mention, is that this motherfucker
What
has
did I forget to
burning
mention?
ass hot water
That's
going
right.
into like a 55-gallon drum.
Yep.
And he looks at you and he starts flinging fucking hot water on you with a bucket, dude. Like he's fucking trying to wash the floor in Mexico. Like dipping the bucket and fucking waterboarding you with burning
Waterboarding
ass
for
water.
sure. That's exactly what it was. It was waterboarding one layer of skin at a time.
But he was chucking this shit at me.
Yeah, dude.
And I'm like flinching and like trying to get away from the water naked. And then he fucking grabs my shoulders and pushes me down and starts rubbing me. And I had to close my eyes because I was like, this shit is not fucking happening. This shit is not fucking happening. Dude, he had these fucking like
exfoliating gloves
Yeah.
or something? Oh, okay.
but he grabbed my shoulders
Yeah.
and like pushed me down.
Did you
Very
think,
forceful.
did you think of the Queen of England?
At that point, dude, I swear my dick went backwards. I had an innie at that point.
You had a turtle dick?
100%. This dude starts rubbing me like back and forth, like long ways over my chest and belly, and like like you did to the dog, like you're like, ah, yeah, what's up, doggy?
He was doing that too.
This fucking guy's doing this to me, and I'm like, God, if you're listening, please don't let this fucking Korean man touch my penis. God, if you're there,
We need a 9.0 earthquake to get me out of this
if
shit.
you're listening, God, I've talked to you very few times. I've asked you for very little. Lord in heaven, he's touching my dick. Yep.
Oh no.
He's rubbing my. He lifted.
No. He wasn't rubbing your
lifted
dick.
my balls.
He moved your balls so he could scrub your leg and your asshole better. That's what he was
That
doing.
deserves it,
He wasn't
man.
trying to
I
play
don't
with
know
you.
any other career-
That's a
He was-
distinction. What do you say,
you know,
Nima?
you know when it's fucking hot as shit outside, you kind of like lift your balls up a little bit to like put them back in underwear and like let them
Air 'em
relax.
out, give
The
them some
dude fucking
tingling.
did that for me.
Yep.
And
Because he's got to scrub your thigh.
in, out, and around.
You got
And at
this.
this point, dude, I can feel all my Hispanic forefathers around me.
Looking down
In
upon
shame,
you.
dude. Just in goddamn
Just in the
shame.
background, someone going, "Mas
I-
punto."
Exactly. Como eres, like fucking clowning me.
Sabíamos.
I can feel it, and I'm just like so fucking embarrassed to be in this situation at this point. Like, I'm just disappointed in myself that a man is.
What's
touching my
wrong?
balls.
He's just touching your balls to clean you better.
The thing is, dude. The thing is, I went into this shit
What
like
Taylor in West
with
Hollywood
blinders
are you
on,
going
like,
to?
Josh wouldn't fucking do me wrong. Josh wouldn't fucking put me with the 280-pound Korean dude naked where he's touching my shit. Like I
Oh
walked
yeah, I
into
would.
this
Yeah, I would.
fucking blind.
Anybody goes to anything of mine blind, you're gonna be in for a fucking.
I would
surprise.
say if anybody is gonna do that, it's gonna be Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, at this time,
You need a Groupon and you hang out with them.
no, at this time I was like, Josh wouldn't do me like that. Josh would never fucking do this to me. And then the dude flipped me over and he's cleaning my asshole.
Like in the booty hole.
Like, no, I mean like you sit down,
Like
and
the skin around the outside of your
no,
asshole.
no. I mean like legit. Like everybody's seen whoever you choose to be with. When the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you're into, is laying on a bed, you just kind of want to spread it and like see all the goodness. He spread it and cleaned all the goodness, and then he was just like,
Was he thorough?
All the goodness.
Damn,
away.
dude. Do you hear this? Tony had a way more sensual experience than I did.
no, I was so.
Did he not do that to you?
I don't recount it this way.
Oh, fucking dude! He got so deep and dirty on me.
I
He
mean,
did
you
me
hear
so
this?
dirty like that.
Tony's
and then he
so hard
waterboarded
right
me
now.
again.
He got
And
harder
then
when they
after
started
he burned
scrubbing
me
his
with
asshole.
he burned me 3rd-degree burns with fucking water. Then he splashed me with fucking cold water. He just hit me with cold water.
Tony breaks easy.
After this whole fucking thing went down,
all my secrets.
I got up, dude. I got off this stone table, and I was like holding my privacy,
This is
covering myself, walking to the fucking locker room. And Josh was in the locker room. He goes, "How was it?" I was like, "Fuck you, Josh."
I'm going out and waiting.
I got
waiting in the
dressed and I
car.
went in the car. I was like, "I don't fucking care how long you stay here. I don't give a fuck about what you're doing. I'll be in the goddamn car. Fuck you, dude."
Did you pay him a tip?
No.
How much did you
Did you have 5?
I don't know.
How much was the whole
I think it
thing?
was like a 80 or 100.
Each?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Squeaky clean.
Yeah, dude.
I felt I went home
You guys should
and took
do
a
that
fucking
before
cold
your
shower.
speed date.
You know, where the water just hits you and you're fully dressed and
Yeah.
you're crying and shit.
You're just
Uh-huh.
holding yourself by the
I was
shoulders.
just like,
Well, Kill Tony goes and does hot yoga before every show.
once in a while.
No,
yeah,
not this Kill
that's
Tony.
not like getting your asshole burned.
I know, I
clean
know.
or whatever.
So maybe there's like a in between where we could do something interesting as the lead up to the podcast, but not
We should do a shot.
not Korean. I'm not gonna have a shot.
We should do
right now.
PCP. We should just like smoke PCP before.
I don't know
each
the
episode.
details of how to do that. Do you, Nima?
I think you can get some kind of liquid, and then you can dip a cigarette in
Do
it,
it all for the pookie.
and then, or I don't know if you can do it with Pukey, but you can dip a cigarette into it, and then you can light that into the cigarette.
Why do you want to do PCP so bad?
Why not?
It's just like a PCP tip, right?
Just a tip.
It's just a tip.
Yeah, just a tip, just a little
Just a
PCP
tip.
tip.
Just a little PCP spliff. PC spliff.
I feel like I've
What
done
the fuck did we just smoke, dude?
PCP.
No, what did you?
Oh.
What was on that shit? Like I feel
Oh, yeah.
crazy right
Yeah.
now.
Resin.
Resin.
I
Yeah,
feel shaky and pukey all of a
I'm
sudden.
sorry. You want water?
It's because you ate how many brownies and all this other garbage.
And you
That's why you feel like shit, Tony.
The Korean spa. So.
That kimchi was fire though.
That kimchi was
that
so
kimchi
good.
was fire. Thank you.
We gotta put out some props to our host for hosting us and
Thank
also
you.
preparing pork roast or pork butt. You said
pork butt. Dude.
pork butt.
He smoked a pork butt.
Smoked a
He
pork
got
butt
all up
for
in that.
12 hours.
Hey, but for real,
He went
Something like
Korean
that.
break on that fucking pork
Nick
butt.
took the show, dude.
But
the
Nick-
fucking Korean tacos.
But
were
we had
fire.
for appetizers before the pork butt was Korean tacos a la Nick.
Those fucking
Beef
fire.
bulgogi and pork bulgogi.
And pork butt.
Pork butt.
We just love that pig booty.
But with cucumber and jalapeno and sriracha and kimchi.
What's a bulgogi?
Bulgogi.
Oh, it's a Korean seseasoning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did I call that shit bukkake earlier? Because that's what I
You
thought
did.
it
You
was.
sure did.
I'm putting
And
bukkake
that's-
on the grill, everybody. 500 degrees.
You were
that's
mentioning Korean spas.
Mhm.
There's one in K-Town, and right across the street, there's a Korean barbecue place called White Castle.
where- That's not
And
confusing.
so, like, 'cause I practiced Taekwondo for the last 10 years,
Uh-huh.
and so like I have a few Korean friends,
Okay.
but our grandmaster's Korean. And right when I became an instructor, I was hanging out with them a lot, and so he invited us to go get massages. And so we show up, and it's like me and another instructor who's younger than me. And I think I was like 22 at the time. And we show up to this Korean spa, and they make, we're like in our boxers. I think I took like swimming trunks.
Mhm.
And then some Korean man was yelling at me, and I didn't understand why. And it was because you had to go in naked, and they just gave you the towel. You couldn't. It was unsanitary to have like shorts on. And
Explain to me how
when
that's
being
possible.
naked is more sanitary.
It's-
Yeah. Let me sit here and put my anal wart on this for you, and then you sit here and put your anal wart on
Definitely not the place for a germaphobe like Tony.
Dude,
But if you're getting your asshole like
Just don't
burned
want
clean all the
work for it.
time,
dude, my
you should be
grandmaster
good.
came out with
Yeah.
the biggest pride I've ever seen.
Does that mean boner?
No, but almost. He just
Okay.
he had no shame.
Almost.
He had no
Almost
shame.
boner.
He had no shame
It's called a half chub.
in his physique. And so like me and this other, like I was 22 at the time,
Why'd you look at his wiener?
and because he came out and he was like, "You guys ready?"
When a Cyclops
But why
looks
aren't you
in the
looking him
eye,
in his
you look
eyes?
back.
Well, because I wasn't expecting everybody to be naked. So when they all
Yeah,
started
there's something
coming out
about the
one
first
by
time you
one,
go there.
When I walked into that room and I saw all those naked dudes, I said,
and you have to bow.
I'm not Asian.
In Korean, you bow. So like I had to be like, close your eyes before you bow. Got it.
That's so racist. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
We know you're joking.
Yeah.
Korean dick for days, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
wasn't
weird,
ready
dude.
for it.
It's
And then
weird
we had Korean barbecue right after that, and it was the most awkward thing ever.
because you had
we
to
had-
look the dude in the dick. I mean, the eyes.
Everybody saw each other's like boners. Like you just like I don't know why. I don't know if it's a gay thing. I don't know if all guys do this, but like I was like I can kick.
I
his
mean, in
ass,
some
but it's-
cultures, it's probably normal, but for us, it's not.
But there was this other guy, and I was like I can kick his ass. And then I saw his
There's a
dick, and I was
nipple.
like, "Ha, it's tiny. I can definitely kick his ass." So then like I felt like we all kept going around.
Dude, I thought
Like,
that about
like-
Josh. I was like, I could kick Josh's ass, and then I saw his dick, and I was like, I probably can't.
I probably shouldn't. It's awkward.
You saw my dick?
That's what you got from the past.
Josh,
30
He's
The
got
reason-
he's got reels, homie.
Josh,
He's got
the reason I
reels.
call you brother is because we've seen each other's wieners.
I feel like I have not seen your
We
wiener.
were walking around naked in a Korean bath.
Yeah, dude, that shit is blocked out.
That means you're.
I had the experience, but I wasn't
Josh,
recording.
I
knew-
looked you dead in the eyes, and I helicoptered at you, fucking around.
All
Come on.
three of
Dude,
your eyes.
already
Here's the thing,
blocked.
though. Tony used to have a dick piercing,
Oh my god.
so a lot of people have seen his dick because he used to show it to
What was
people
it like
all
getting
the
through
time.
passport security? Or what was it like going through
I
airport
took it out by
security?
then. When I was traveling, I took that shit out.
That was like 18, 19, around
I
there.
was 18 years old with a straight dick, like all the way through, not like through
Are
the
you
mouth.
circumcised or not?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
fuck.
Jewish,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay, cool.
So what made you decide to get a dick?
He's Mexican
Or
Jew.
not a dick.
Why did you sign up male?
Sorry, what made you decide to get a dick?
If you're not sure about it, why did you sign up
You
male?
wanted a three-dimensional penis.
That's right, dude.
What made you decide to get a dick piercing? Like,
What
brilliant inspiration? Led
we were
to
getting tattoos a lot at that time, and I thought, how funny would it be to get my dick pierced?
that? Was it funny?
It was pretty funny. I thought it was super funny. I would make him show it to people all the time. I'd be like, Tony, show me your dick.
Remember that time I pulled my dick out and that chick pulled straight in me head?
That was at a concert. But it was like Tony couldn't get hard, so she was just like slurping on this like.
It was like eating.
Dude, we were at a Metallica concert.
It was some kind of metal concert,
Thousands of
yeah.
People around us, and this lady, she was like, "I'm like, show your tits." Like 18 years old, chanting for boobs, and she goes, "Why don't you show me your dick?" And I was like, "If I pull it out, you're gonna suck it." And she's like, "Okay." I was like, "What?" I guess so.
She grew up to be a congressman.
Dude, legit, like, I was getting head, and Nima's like watching me get head, and I think Brian Ann was there too.
It was that kind of group or whatever. But she like put it in her mouth for like 2 seconds. It's like slurped on this like. It looked like a caterpillar with a fucking like pin through it because of the piercing. And then she got up and left or something
No,
like
her
that.
friends dragged her away.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. That was a long fucking time
Well, I
ago.
appreciate you calling my dick a
I'm not
caterpillar.
gonna lie, everybody needs those friends that drag you away from that situation.
I'm just saying, when I turned around after that chick did that, and like a parent and kids like walked away, I looked at Nima and I was like, I feel kind of dirty. And he's like, "You're the man."
I did not say that. I definitely did not say that.
You high-fived me so hard.
I don't know. That may have been Brian.
That was you, dude. You were like basically like she could have sucked our dick at that point.
Should have just whipped it out next to his and see what happened.
I was definitely not whipping out my dick in the middle of a fucking concert.
I'm down.
It's like a hot dog eating contest. You just want to see how many.
Good, nice one-liner.
I'm just a classy man, I guess.
I was just at that point in my life, I was pulling my dick out for
That's the
everyone.
ultimate preposition.
Yeah, that was your thing though. That was definitely a thing.
Experience.
I wasn't even in
Whipping
college.
it out.
Dude, community college sucked for me. Man.
Oh, it
I
sucked for
had
me too,
nothing
dog.
close to that.
Well, I went to Pierce, and then
So did
We
Woodbury.
went to the 13th grade.
How many things did you pierce?
Nothing.
My dick.
But when I was at Woodbury in Burbank, we would go to like USC frat parties, and I would show up with like a 12 pack, and they'd be like, "Hey man, Steve invited me," and they're like, "Yeah, he's inside. Just come on in. You got beer? Cool."
You are a god. If
So
you
we
bring
would like
beer.
crash these frat parties with just showing by beer, and then like once we knew somebody, that was like our contact. Like, "Hey man, let us know when the next party is." And it was just whipping my dick out while I was in college, both Pierce, Woodbury, and frat parties.
It was a fencing
It was
class.
just some poor girl was down to touch it. So
Nobody ever touched it except that one lady who slurped it.
I feel like some guys, like the first girl they get with, they just kind of like whip their dick out, and that move kind of worked. But then, like, because
called
that
it
first
trophy.
the first time it worked,
Shock
like
and
they think
awe.
it's gonna work like every time.
How about if it never?
And I
worked
think
for
that that's what.
you? If it never worked for you,
Well, do you send dick pics and stuff?
I've been married for like fucking 10
Do you send your
years.
wife dick pics?
Yeah, that's something like one.
But
or
that's
two.
different. That's cute or whatever.
Yeah,
but like,
she's like, oh, you made it big for me.
like, did you ever send like one of your ex girlfriends a dick pic? But I feel like
You gotta keep in mind, dude. Like I've been married
ask you
since
on
like iPhone 4.
I don't even know
That's a good
what
way.
year is that.
That's
2007.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, dude. It's
You got married like 2013,
Yeah, 14.
14.
That is iPhone 4. Fuck.
Telling you, dude. So like dick pics weren't a thing, or maybe they were, but like
They were blurry.
I used to
Yeah.
send
It
them
made
on the
your
flip
dick look
phone on the
good back
razor,
then.
flip phone razor,
Oh Jesus.
or just pixelated. It's like, why you send me a picture?
dude, I
of a
remember the
brick?
first time somebody I remember the
I'll
first
take
time
that
a
as a
chick sent me a
compliment.
pair of titties like over a text message. I jerked off to those things for like 2 years. I saved that picture phone to phone, dude.
Good for the wink thing.
Fuck no, dude. I had that shit. Like I said, every phone I had, I took that pair of titties
Transfer.
until I got married. Those titties travel, dude.
They went from
Goddamn.
Verizon to AT&T.
To T-Mobile, come
Back
on,
to
dog.
Verizon.
Again.
That shit was glorious, dude. Like the first time I got to see pixelated titties, I was just like, there is a God.
I don't have to kiss Brian hand.
You benefited from that more than I did.
What?
When we first got cable, my dad got Showtime, and he didn't know what it was. He thought it was just movies.
Oh, 10 p.m., baby.
You
Yeah.
knew what, you
And
knew what
as
it
soon as 10
was.
p.m. rolled around, I knew they were in bed.
Cinemax.
Fuck yeah, dude, and then you couldn't fucking stop.
Dude, do you remember those things like back in the day where they used to do like before like reality TV was reality and like HBO would like follow around prostitutes and like talk to them about their day?
Dude, there was a
Like real sex or whatever.
Yeah, but like before that even.
Did you guys ever watch Poor Man?
Mm-mm.
He went
No.
around and he was doing he was like a bum. He wore like this bum outfit, and he produced a show, and he would like crash like parties at the Playboy Mansion and like all these other parties, and just like do his worst to try to get laid and get just drunk at all these parties and millionaire parties, and he was always like, "Show me your titties," and half the time these poor drunk girls would. That shit was on like fucking what channel was
This
that?
requires a YouTube.
Discovery Channel.
Dude, I don't know. It was called Poor Man.
Yeah, we need Jamie.
This dude had dreads and a jinky hat, like, and fucking his coat was all tattered. It was weird.
It's like late 90s or something.
Fucking probably
Late
early
90s,
early
early
90s,
2000s.
late 80s, dude.
Like,
Shit was different back then.
yeah, dude.
I remember real sex,
Real sex was fun.
You guys
and yeah, like you would think it was porn, but it wasn't. It was like documentary.
I always liked when they would like interview the people beforehand and then you'd see the sex afterwards. I was like, oh, the porn has a story.
As I grow older, I like a little story in my porn.
I like no story in my porn.
You don't like a little like characterization and
Motherfucker, you need a story to get hard?
No,
The man needs
I don't
a
need
little
it. I don't need it, but
information before you need to see if he's trying to work
I
through
ju-
college or some shit.
I just feel like the blood in my penis pumps a little harder when there's a little bit of a plot.
When there's some
We're
nice
almost-
narrative attached to
We're
it,
almost
right?
fucking 40.
What's
I'm gonna
your
just tell you, get to the fucking point.
What's
That's
your-
how I see porn.
yeah.
Is I'm gonna find my kink. I'm gonna find what I like. I'm gonna go exactly to what I'm interested
What
in.
kind of porn are you jerking
I ain't
off to
talking
these
about
days?
that.
My wife might listen
That's for
to
me.
this.
No, she knows. That's for me, motherfucker. That's
You
for
know
me
what?
and
I
her.
like that real estate shit.
JC dropping knowledge.
Let me show you this house you can't afford. This house in Malibu, Oceanside. You can't afford it.
You're hearing that too, like, oh.
Rock hard. Or she's like, I can cut your down payment in half if you want.
Dude, I love a real.
JC's done.
I get to see architecture and at the same time a little bit of porn. So plug it.
Did you guys grow up listening to Loveline?
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely. Every night.
I felt like such a bad morning
What's fucking
listening
Loveline?
to that. It was
Did you
on
say
at 10
Rock?
p.m.
Yeah.
on K-Rock.
Oh,
But he's a real doctor.
Dr. Drew and Psycho Mike.
Yeah, that was.
It was
But
Adam
Ab Carolla.
and then it was Psycho Mike.
Yeah, then Psycho Mike. He has a podcast now called
Right.
Dr. Drew After Dark. Is that what you were saying?
is that Adam Carolla?
No, Dr. Drew.
The old Love Line, yeah, with Ab Carolla. But then apparently Dr. Drew has a new show called Dr. Drew After Dark. But no Adam Carolla.
Or Psycho Mike.
Apparently Adam Carolla is like a Jan Sixer.
What's a Jan's? Oh, he's one of those?
January
Well,
6th.
I don't know if he was actually there, but he's kind of he's on that tip, yeah.
Why? What the fuck is up with people in that shit, dude?
Trump, baby.
Sometimes people just want their own holiday.
You know what's ridiculous to me, dude? Is everybody looks at the president and goes, "Oh, the president," but in reality, like, if we're not like voting in Congress people and judicial, like, if you're not voting on the state and local level, fucking president doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you got more power over the local stuff than you
Well,
do.
think about it, dude. Who presents the president with ideas or bills? Fucking Congress. You know who elects Congress for your district? Your fucking assembly members who present those bills. Those are the people you need to vote for. The local level is literally the only level that matters. It's the local and state, because it literally, those are the bills that get passed. Those are the bills that get presented. The president's not up there going saying, "Let me create bill number 275, where if you wear a duck suit on Tuesday, you're assassinated immediately."
Cash for clunkers, though. What about cash for clunkers?
That was presented, homie. Go ahead and check that out.
I don't care, but
Josh made out like a bandit on
Like,
cash for
isn't it?
clunkers.
Yeah, except for I fucked my foot in the process of driving a stupid stick shift for 10 years, 250,000 miles.
How much did you get that
thanks,
car for?
Obama.
How much did you get that car for?
$9 grand.
How much did they give you?
Oh,
How much did they give you for your car? Sorry about that.
Like,
Your fucking piece of shit Cherokee.
that was a dope car.
Well,
That was
you
a
know-
dope piece of shit. Like a 2000 or 99 or
Okay,
something.
it was right where they went from boxy to like round, right?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
before.
I dig those.
The Cherokee.
How much did they give you?
Double.
Yeah.
It's like 5,000 instead of 2,500.
So you got, how much was that car, Josh? 9,000, you said?
It was like 13,
And they
and then
give
I
you
got it
fucking-
for 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So cash
Yeah.
for clunkers was a great idea.
In terms of making me have the benefit personally.
For helping people get into cars that were good for the environment.
Yes, that's true. I did get into a car that was very good for the environment, and I've subsequently gotten into another car that is also good for the environment. It's very exciting Prius driver here.
Inbred.
I feel like with every president, though, like as bad as they are, there's like you can highlight some things.
Dude, the
Good
new
that they
hybrid
did.
Looks super aggressive. The new Prius looks super aggressive. I saw one in the free when I
What
was
did Jimmy
like,
Carter do?
makes me want to go to Prius gang.
I don't know.
Dude, they got
But I was-
You literally said every president.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what
saying,
you.
It's like saying
are.
I support BLM. Well, name every black person.
I didn't say that though.
That's about the only thing exciting though.
Yeah.
is the aggressive.
I was just wondering.
Yeah,
I was just wondering if
crazy.
Trump had done
Yeah, so
even
it's
one
like
good
great.
thing.
Absolutely.
Not the best.
Are you kidding, dude?
I'm about to pop
Like,
100K
for propping up the economy, number one. That motherfucker and his tax cuts. Holy shit, he gave a lot of
Now's
people
not a
lot
good
of money.
time for
He pumped
sure.
a ton of money into our fucking economy.
Well,
A
my
fucking
SUV
literal
has
fuck ton of money, dude.
183K miles.
That motherfucker fucked up
Nice.
because, I usually like Republican presidents because the economy does really well under a fucking Republican president. Well, in short sight, I would say, Josh.
Well, not this last one. But
On the
prior,
short
maybe.
side,
I'm shaking my head because my brain is getting sticky.
he's like, "You're saying Republicans are good? No, 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 no."
I mean, I can't really back up anything you're saying, or so I don't know if that's true or not. But probably.
I always feel like when it goes Republican, Democrat, like the Democrats unfuck all the stuff the Republicans do, but then when the Republicans come in, they fucking fuck everything up and fuck all the money up, and it looks really good for like 2 years, and then a Democrat comes in and has to deal with it.
I feel like it should be 8 years and 8 years and 8 years. It's like 4 years you battle the whole time trying to get your agenda, and by the time you get your agenda, you're out of office, or before it even gets to go into effect.
Well, unless you're Biden bot. They say that Biden.
So unless you're Biden bot,
I don't know.
oh, like he's a robot.
Yeah, he's not a robot, but somebody somebody took over for him. Like the real Biden's dead.
You think there's like a rat underneath his hair or something?
It'd be cool if it was a lizard.
Ratatouille.
Rowdy
It's a
Roddy Piper
sequel.
status. It's all that cocaine.
Ratatouille in office. What I think is they need to have presidents that are like under 60. Like all the presidents are old enough to be retired.
Nah, not Obama.
He was like 60.
No, he
He
wasn't,
looked
dude.
60 years old
When he
was
left
dead.
office, yeah.
Office.
Yeah.
That shit, that fucks you up, man.
I feel like it should be like 45 to 50 years old president. Like,
Why should it be younger?
huh?
Why can't it be younger?
I mean, realistically,
I think, though, when they-
as much money
when they first
when
made,
they're younger,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
Well, George Washington was like 43 now.
I think it was like 35.
but the thing is, like,
no,
for,
he was older
for
than that because he had to put glasses on to read the State of the Union.
if you're 43 and
Well, that's
in
like
1776,
yeah, that's
He's like
like
100.
that's like 100 in fucking 2023. Like,
I like when
It's
people
different
think that he
now.
was like the best president ever.
and
I was like,
nobody
he-
even knows
And
anything.
I was like, he
about
had
him.
slaves. Like his teeth were.
Everybody had slaves.
Everybody had
back
slaves.
then.
he was a temporary guy. Like, he wasn't trying to be the head of anything.
He was just
But
trying
he
not to
knew
be
He was
bad.
just the only person everybody respected
Dude,
it
so
at
he
the
didn't
time.
have
Even though he lost so many
He would
fucking
take teeth
battles
from his
Jesus
slaves.
Christ.
and make his own dentures.
But
like,
He still, I guess, had the
you know how like they say George Washington
The
had
respect
one of
the
of
respect,
Yeah, they were
the
like his
perspective.
slaves,
You know what I mean?
that got turned
People
into
perceived
dentures.
him as something.
I trip out on that dude because like
I'm like that cherry tree thing.
when
That
in
sounds
history
like a
it's
premise
always
for a
amazing
horror
that like
movie when it's like
the dudes who
very
don't
You
want
can't have like
steal
too many
someone's
people
teeth,
like
like,
talking
there is
over
a,
each other.
I think it's called
I
Darkness
know.
Falls. There was like a Tooth Fairy movie. It was like that.
You
where
kind
she
of
was
got to let
murderous.
one person talk at a time.
I was just talking to you. I forgot you were recording.
You're live, man.
Was in the
This
movie.
is gonna be this conversation is gonna be captured
What was
forever.
that last joint, you guys?
I'm fucking high.
I'm high as shit.
I don't know. I think that one had 3 things. In
I
it.
keep
I'm not
looking up
sure.
and thinking those are the northern lights. I'm like, I can see the northern lights, and I think it's just a chemtrail.
That's what making the frogs gay,
Fucking
right?
neurotoxins.
The chems-
Oh, Alex Jones. You know what's crazy is that motherfucker's not wrong about 90 fucking % of what he says. He
The
just
thing
doesn't
is-
know how to fucking present
Alex
it.
Jones.
He'll start off and he'll say something true, and then he'll just start going in like crazy
He'll
directions,
spiral
and you're
down
like,
fucking out.
wait. Like, I was with you in the first part, but then
Yeah, like the first 10 minutes of your argument. Okay,
Solid.
well, how did we end up here now?
he was talking about how like the government was trying to like bioengineer cross animals and cross species to like do crazy shit, and then he was like, one of the examples was that they were cross DNA whatever engineering goats and spiders to create like indestructible
Fiber.
like yeah.
Or
But I was like,
beans or
I was
something.
like, you said all this crazy shit, but then this one thing that it sounds kind of crazy, it actually is true, and they're doing that
What the fuck do you want a spider goat for?
because it
Dude,
it
that'd
could
be a
create-
great pet.
you could create thread
Shut
from
the
it from
fuck
the
up,
web.
like-
You could create web and then create like a thread from it by crossing it with a goat. And you could create like
Nope.
bulletproof,
Sheep.
like light
So you get
light
wool.
material
Oh,
that
Mithril.
can withstand the
Mithril.
bullet.
That's how Mithril was made in the Lord of the Rings.
fucking
Yeah, it's basically
Spider-
that shit from Lord of the
Spider
Rings.
goats.
Yeah.
God damn.
And that's the
Dude,
real shit. They've been working on that for like
Probably
30
in the
years.
similar
You know that
area
World
than the
War
last
II,
age.
the fucking Nazis were, and the Nazis and the fucking Russians were cutting off, like they were sewing heads of dogs onto other dogs to see if they could get the cardiovascular and the veins and everything reconnected, and it fucking worked. They had like 10 dogs live for 16 minutes.
Fuck.
But you know where that went was heart transplants. That went to fucking limb transplants. That went to all that shit. We just took it from the Nazis and said, you know what, Project Paperclip, check.
That's exactly what that was.
Like we learned how to do that work by them experimenting on
'cause all
cutting
their-
dogs'
They
heads
laid-
off.
they laid the
Well, they were
groundwork.
doing that kind of shit in
Yeah.
World War II, where they were fucking like the Nazis were doing some crazy shit like that. And when Hitler was quote unquote killed, all that documentation, they have videos of this shit. You go and I'm sure YouTube has it, where you can see some of the experiments the Nazis were doing with that kind of shit. But then you have, that whole thing where, Oppenheimer and this whole fucking atomic bomb, those are all fucking defunct Nazis, dude,
Yeah.
that came over here for that shit. And those scientists, those experiments that they were doing, not necessarily Oppenheimer, but other ones,
Yeah.
we got all that information
They all
when we
defected.
fucking took over fucking Germany.
They defected in the treaty so that they wouldn't be charged with
Tried as war criminals.
Yeah. So they defected, and under the
Some people nowadays are saying that Oppenheimer fucking defunct early. I'm like, yeah, fucking right.
How long were the Nazis like
Hail
in
Hydra.
power in Germany?
Like 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
basically
Like 30 to like
between
25.
World War One to
Yeah, during the Depression, that's how Hitler took over Mein Kampf
Yeah.
shit.
So Hitler started in 1930 something.
In 31 or 32. But
Yeah,
the
so
fascists, they were called
Yeah.
they were the brown shirts. That's why they call them fascists,
Mhm.
because every fascist has a fucking color associated to them.
Yeah, man. Color theory.
The
Hey, dude,
awkward
they were the
thing
brown
is
shirts. The
growing up in
Nazis.
Boy Scouts
Branding.
and then doing history class, we were like, oh crap, our uniforms were very similar to
Hitler Youth.
yeah.
Hitler
It was
Youth,
like,
yeah.
oh, the Boy Scouts of America is very close to.
Jojo
I don't think
Rabbit.
so. I don't
Jojo
think so,
Rabbit
Nick.
was hilarious.
No.
And sad. When Scarlett Johansson died, I was very sad.
I was like, those shoes remind me of the mother shoes, and then it clicked.
Yep.
My heart dropped. That was a good movie.
I don't know. We had to wear those handkerchiefs and those knee-high socks and short shorts.
Josh still wears those knee-high socks when he goes hiking. Fucking Camp Ranger Josh.
Ranger
I
Josh.
do love those shorts.
He's
They're
6
very
foot
comfortable.
tall and a big gold smile. He's Ranger Josh.
Ranger Josh.
He's got my new Discord. Ranger Josh it is for 2023.
Yeah.
Josh who?
Josh who is being retired because I feel like I do have a identity that I can stand behind. I'm
Really?
feeling much more grounded, centered, and rooted.
Ranger Josh.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
you have the
dude.
mustache to go with it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm liking this mustache when I keep it
You
tight.
look like a cop
Zeke Josh.
a little bit.
No, not that much. Not that tight, asshole.
that
Fuck
well
you.
trimmed.
All my clients are like that.
They're like you look like a
I
cop.
don't need
No,
that for
they're
my
like
friends, too.
Hitler Youth Josh, and I'm like, no.
You don't look
no,
like
this
Hitler
is-
Youth Josh.
You're older than Hitler.
Back in the day when you had the long blonde hair.
No, that was Aryan Josh.
Yeah, that's
that was
different.
definitely Hitler
That's
Youth.
Adonis Josh.
Adonis.
Adonis.
You know what I used to hate, dude? I was
Huh.
telling Josh this shit the other day. We were running. I was like,
Oh,
I used to.
no.
I
Here
didn't
comes
fucking
something
like.
embarrassing.
No, it's not embarrassing at all, dude. I was just like, I didn't get a little bit taller till like 19 years old.
Uh-huh.
And like whenever I'd hang out with you, I was like kind of the short, chubby kid next to your fucking giant ass and your fucking flowing blonde hair and fucking skateboarding and fucking getting all the chicks shit.
Oh yeah, try being his brother. And people were like, you don't look anything like your brother. I'm like, oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? They're like, it's a bad thing. They shake their head. I'm like, oh.
Yep.
I'm still called Foster's brother, and I've worked for the city of Los Angeles longer than you have.
Yep, I left quite an impression.
I ran this shitty.
But guess what? None of that was a real identity. All of that was narcissistic shell. None of that was real. So that's the identity thing that I'm talking about, is that I can finally not have to utilize that shell to interface with the world.
Or make an impression.
Just like what you see is what you get finally. And that's all thanks to not BetterHelp.
Damn, all right.
That's all thanks.
Circle.
That's all thanks to
Oh, I thought it was Night Chicken and Rooster for some reason.
Went from a deep thought to night chicken.
no, not Zoom therapy, but like in-person therapy and writing and deep work for the past decade.
Where you going, Doug?
That's what it's taken.
Who are you? Smooth.
I have never
And psychedelics,
seen
right?
in it, too.
No psychedelics, none, dude. So the difference is psychedelics is like strapping onto a rocket ship, and this kind of like therapy slant or trajectory therapy meditation, right? Whatever body work is like hoisting a sail, and you're slowly on that voyage. You're just barely pulling out of port.
Discovering yourself.
Yeah, but if you keep at that for 10 years out to sea,
I discovered myself when I was like 12.
you're gonna end up somewhere.
That's when I found Manuela. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
No, we found Manuela at 12, and that was fucking gone.
For us white boys.
Who's Manuela?
Explain.
Manny.
Jerking off, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, mono.
Is that your identity, jerking off?
No, but he said I found myself, and I said I found myself at 12.
I know, and that's why we associate it with when you first did that thing.
That's funny.
Baptized at 12, so that was completely different.
My sense of humor has not aged since I turned 12.
No, me either, dude.
Fucking South Park. Fucking just hits my funny bone every time.
Dude, yes.
I still think like puking's really funny.
These fart jokes are
Like
legit.
like pooping your pants and stuff like that. Like
Oh, man.
like that's pretty funny.
I have a good pooping my pants story. Actually, no.
I have
Turn off the
so
microphone.
many.
Never mind.
I have so
So
many.
the third time I pooped my pants.
It
There was a
involved
time- legit. There was
That's a whole other podcast. The Tony
it
pooping his
involved
pants
LAUSD
podcast is
cafeteria food and food poisoning.
there was a legit time where I fucking had a Ziploc bag with clean underwear in my car at all times. A legit time in my life, dude. I would just shit my pants and throw my underwear away.
Dude, you're ready for a retirement home.
I'm telling you.
No, we used to
at
make
an
like
early
these like
age.
movies. Like I would film like these little movies and stuff because I thought I was gonna be a movie director. And Tony was like my actor. And like I have like video footage of like Tony diarrhea like squirting out of his ass like a squirt gun, you know what I mean? Like a super soaker, like in his ass
Wow.
squirting out like the fucking like like that.
Sounds like
It's just like a
sprinkler.
sprinkler.
Yeah. Just like brown liquid.
Dude, for like a good 5 years, my stomach was so just I had such a nervous stomach that I couldn't sneeze,
It's
dude.
called anxiety.
I learned that at fucking 38.
After you made it through that period,
I had
right?
anxiety squirt.
Yeah, man.
You know, the Tony was very different in high school too. Would you say you're very different from your high school time from you are now?
I think everybody is.
Yeah. Let's all concur that we are very different. But the follow
I
up
don't know. I
question
think I'm
is
kind
the
of
follow up question is how are you different than from high school?
I have a wife telling me how to live my life now, buying me clothes,
The guidance helps
dressing
out.
me.
Well, let's everybody take a turn. How are you different, Nick? Are you done, Tony?
Oh, I thought you
no,
were
I
just like,
started.
and you're done. Nick.
Did you go?
Huh?
Who's up next for how they're different?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to talk about.
Well,
I think I'm kind of not that different. Tony's
How?
known me back in high school.
We used to fucking break into the. Remember that time we fucking got caught smoking in the fucking top of the auditorium?
Because you guys went to Chatsworth together.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys? See house.
Oh,
Hell yeah! See you, house.
Cleveland was also
Fuck Cleveland.
Yeah, we're
Yeah, fuck Cleveland.
Who are we? Who are we? Who?
You're a city in Ohio.
You're not gonna lie. There's times when you like type it up on Google to find the address, and it's like Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, because that's Cleveland.
That's the first.
It's fucking Drew Carey and fucking Mimi or whatever.
Well, what the fuck is Chatsworth?
It's a fucking some
it's-
lord
it's a
shit.
dude, right? It's where the
Yeah.
Mason family hung out.
Dude, they own a bunch of land in the valley.
My dad's a Mason, and my uncle.
Was he
had-
a
a
Mason?
Mason?
Or?
yeah, but it's like a frat for old guys.
I feel like we're getting to that
You
point
just-
where we're almost old guys.
They're
Yeah.
cool though. They do like cool things.
They do cool things.
Sort of like
I just don't want to join a
they perform rituals.
secret society with my dad.
About, like,
Acting.
the-
My dad's Mason.
Sorry, I meant the Manson, not Mason. My bad.
I mean-
Masons.
What stronger bond could you have?
Well, we were the
But that's kind of
chancellors. That was our mascot or whatever, chancellors.
Counselor, yeah.
So we're like some British shit, like
I mean,
King Henry VIII and his chancellors.
We were Cavaliers.
I was a mascot.
Like the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah.
You just can't stand that, Nima. Nima's like the Cavaliers. Are you kidding me?
pretentious.
You're gonna call yourself the You're a high school named Cleveland, and you're gonna call yourself the Cavs.
You guys are the Cleveland.
Are you kidding me?
No, no. We came.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Nima, we came up with it too.
We came up with it.
We came up with it. Nick and I. We came up with Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh no, that isn't that the actual team?
I know. I'm busting Nima's balls. It's not like we did it. Ew.
No, I know. Yeah, no,
That
I
was
know
a little
that.
homoerotic, Nick.
And theme with the creative
Nick,
spa.
Nick just tried to honk Nima's horn. Air honk.
No, I figured I knew you guys didn't write it. I wasn't making fun of you guys. I was making fun of the people that made the school or whatever.
Cavaliers. Never heard of that.
Whoa. I'm so sensitive.
Dude, I can hear you guys in here.
It's a trip, right? Because
On
we've
the
got it
fucking
on
iPad.
Nima's iPad. How's it? Tony,
Technology.
Tony. How's it sound? How's it sound? When you're listening, is it good?
Yeah. Hello.
It
How's
sounds
the
like
audio?
a bunch of drunk fucks, dude.
No, come on. Give us
Good.
something
That's what it's supposed to
objective.
sound like.
Yes, it sounds great.
Awesome. Thank you. We're
But
still
you-
trying to figure out all sorts of things. But what we were talking about, Cleveland Cavaliers, and then Tony came.
It's not a basketball team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
That's a professional team name.
Yeah.
We weren't very.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm so sensitive to light. Tony just came out. We're sitting out here on the patio
Stars are pretty.
at what, like 3,000, 4,000 feet, he said?
We're up in the mountains in Green Valley.
Up in the mountains in Green Valley. We've got, no light pollution, which is awesome, except for then Tony turns on the light in his kitchen, and I'm just being burned right now. I feel like a vampire.
But you have a nice silhouette going. You got like this John Hancock thing.
I got
Get
the
the-
sunscreen.
No, not
I'll
John
go get the
Hancock. What's
sunscreen.
Get
who's
the
movie director Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
Yeah, you got a little Hitchcock outline going on. There it is. Little mustache coming through.
Nice.
Very stoic.
Very cool.
Very Tom Sawyer.
I wish we had the
Tom Sawyer
camera.
movie.
Actually, I do have a camera. Let's get that shot.
Oh,
Oh, you can do this.
Ah,
You can do this. I
I
know.
took a guitar.
All right. Well, are we still doing this or what?
I'm still on it. Yeah.
Intermission.
There's some dead air here.
Still talking. People are coming back. I think
He's
it's
like, I'm talking.
Tell
There's
us
a
about
podcast going on.
from
This is
high
the
school.
podcast. We're podcasting. We're potting. We're casting. We're cast potting.
We're multi-posting.
The thing is, so like, there used to be iPods, right?
There's still iPods. I still have a Nano.
I mean, people still have them, but they don't really sell them. But then the idea was that you could get like this radio show
Just in camera.
on your
Yeah, that's
iPod,
Yeah,
so they
just,
called it a
it's like-
podcast.
Dim the
Right?
contrast to it.
And now everybody has
Darker.
a Sirius XM
And the contrast.
Spotify.
Well, it's like nobody really has an iPod, but they still have a cast.
I'm still sad nobody has CDs now.
I do.
People still have CDs.
I have 2 boxes of Dad's old CDs that didn't make it to Amoeba when he passed away.
We didn't get rid of. I'll take some.
You can have both of those boxes. I would love to not have them in
I
my.
have all my
apartment.
CDs from like the late '90s into the early 2000s.
Dude, Space Jam was my first CD.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Fly like an eagle.
We probably listen to that every night going
Yeah.
to bed for like
No.
all of 1990, whatever.
So the funniest thing was, and everybody busts my balls about this, but I grew up listening to Bill Cosby every night before going to sleep.
Yeah, Bill Cosby used to laugh Nick to sleep every night. Little.
It's a little awkward now. It did not age very well, but it was all.
Do you still like? If you were listening to Bill Cosby now, would you enjoy it or?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't fiddle me.
All right. I
Would you,
can't.
would you
I can't.
qualify Cosby as a fiddler? He wasn't a fiddler.
He wasn't
a
on the
drag-
roof either.
Yeah, he was a roofer.
Oh, that was a terrible pun. I was just going for a fiddle on the roof joke, but he was a bit of a roofer.
Roofier.
Roofier. Sorry, I didn't use the right nomenclature.
I heard that he used to make like he would go work, get booked at a club, and then he would get dinner, and he would make like the help staff like watch him eat.
All I know is I love his sweaters.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your
anytime
favorite
I see a yard, yeah. Anytime I see a yard sale, I'm like, I want one of those.
You the cardigans?
Yeah, they're so comfy.
Guardians was a good band. They had that song. Is
Cardigans was a good band.
that Don't Fool Me or something like that? Or Fool Me?
I think
Fool
so.
me, fool me.
So how have you guys changed from high school? I feel like that was a good topic, and then we just went.
I'm a lot nicer. I'm a lot nicer. High school jock me, college jock me was an asshole, like a douche, and it took me tearing my ACL in the middle of our season to like bring me down a peg or two. So I'm definitely a lot nicer.
What happened? You got in an accident or something?
I tore in the middle of a game. We're playing UCLA,
What, like soccer, football, soccer?
and I tore it in 2012. And
And it's just never been the same.
it's
It
career-ending injury,
sucks.
so I had to like reevaluate my life. And I'm definitely a lot nicer and cooler.
It does teach you patience
I
too.
had a V, and I think that just makes you a douche automatically. So
If I work really, really hard, I can get a V, but it only lasts for a little bit.
it's a bitch. Being soccer fit is fucking hard.
I can imagine. You got so much running to do.
Dude, cardio on that.
Insane.
That's why I became a goalie. I didn't have to run for shit.
Did you like feel like you lost a lot of friends and stuff like that when you got injured and off the
I
team
dropped
and like?
the whole team dropped me. It was very like we only like you because you're good and you're helping us win. And then the minute I couldn't help the team, everybody just ghosted me.
It felt very superficial.
And exactly. And then when I reevaluated what I needed and didn't need in my life, that's when like I let go of all that with a lot of anger. And I felt like that's what pulled me out. It was good. Then I started doing martial arts, and I've been doing that for 10 years now. And I'm definitely a lot more chill.
That's not limited. That's not handicapped by your knee.
No, I tore my other ACL in 2019, and I'm just now.
You wanted to even it out.
Yeah, I wanted to even it out. I think I lost an inch worth of height from tearing both ACLs.
That's water.
Sure. Andrade, how are you different from high school?
Here,
Probably just like
Hold this.
Huh?
Hold this.
Take a hit.
Right.
Oh, that's the mic.
Just.
Probably just like less angry and feeling sorry for myself. More just trying to learn the way things are.
What do you feel sorry for yourself for?
Cause like when you don't grow up with like your dad, and you just kind of like identity like kind of
Crisis.
yeah. So
Wondering what could have been.
just I don't know, just kind of like you're unhappy with your situation. You don't know how to process it. Yeah, I feel better now. Who hasn't gone?
Tony.
I've been talking this.
Tony,
whole
you're the
time.
same since
That's
high school,
true.
right?
I'm
He's
the
for sure
exact
been
same
talking.
motherfucker
Yeah,
that always
that's what I thought.
motherfucker.
I was
did you
born
go-
this way. I came out of
Guys,
the
I'm like-
uterus like Tony.
Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yeah.
Hand it to
shimmy,
Nick.
yay.
Nick's turn.
Oh,
Give me
I
the
got
mic
a
so I could
story
take it
for high
away.
school.
How are you different? I don't,
Let me interview with Nick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Nick, we're gonna hear
It's about to
fucking
get
penis
deep.
problems.
All right, Nick. I am the only person here that knows you from high school.
Yeah.
So how are you different from high school?
I've
This is an intimate conversation. This is about to go brothers deep.
I've learned how to appreciate the little things and try to control what I can actually control in my life, and any external factors, trying to let those just kind of pass me by and try to focus on what works for me. And I've gotten a bit more social, and I've learned how to appreciate the little things in life, because without that, it would kind
This
of
is
weigh
so
down.
generic.
Okay. Well,
So generic.
It's okay. These
well,
generic
in high
generic.
school, I was very depressed, and I had to kind of change my lifestyle, my perspective on how to deal with that and how to survive from it. So
What was the underlying issue? What was the kernel that was like
I didn't see the point, and there is not much purpose, and I didn't feel any guidance. Or pretty much in high school, as morbid as it sounds, I saw it as it's just a continuation of studying, having to go through school just to get another job, just to survive.
What
And
the
go
fuck, dude? You
through-
fucking nailed it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we're all aware of that as
and
being
go
the
through the existential crisis of having to continue to work just to survive. And I didn't see any purpose or guidance towards that. And I needed to find the purpose and happiness from it, but I wasn't able to see that. And so I've kind of evolved from that, where I've learned to enjoy the little things in life and make the most of
What's
the
a little
moments.
thing?
Stuff like this, like being able
Nick's-
to hang out with friends and
Nick's good at finding like tangible organic experiences
Yeah.
to like cleanse his soul, clear his soul. Nick's my surf buddy, which is a very cool story also because I got into surfing out of high school and as part of lifeguarding the first couple years of college. But then gave it up before Nick ever started, and then Nick started, and then now we body surf together, which is a very different experience. It's basically just like hanging out in the water, right?
with,
Just kind of like half swimming, half surfing, whatever.
with an occasional fun little roller coaster push.
Exactly, just a bunch of little roller coasters. It's like our Six Flags now,
Yeah.
right? Just go get a couple thrills.
Less lines,
Yeah. So,
more
but
fun.
that's another line that we
intersected.
intersected on completely accidentally, and like co-regulate around.
Yeah.
You know, like Nick will always promote or propose these ridiculous adventures, these ridiculous things.
Go get them, girl.
To be a part of it too.
Go get them. Go get those squirrels and gophers.
And
Coyote break.
I do want to add
yeah,
that I appreciate Nick's ability to enjoy the little things.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get at.
Mike, Andrada, and Jason, the new guy we met at the magic store, and I, all three of us, were cringing. And we were playing Magic.
Go get them,
Your
girls.
brother was just raw dogging his card. No card sleeves, no game protect, no card mats.
Uh-huh.
So it's like his cards are just getting bent and scratched
Like
on the
$10
surface.
cards.
Yours?
Yeah.
And you know, Michael and I go, and the other guy, we go out of our way to sleeve our cards and protect them for when we play.
Yeah.
And he's raw dogging it,
Yeah.
and the whole time we're cringing. It's just, he's there to play a game,
Uh-huh.
and doesn't he just wants to play the game, whereas us got a little superficial with it.
Uh-huh.
And then Michael ended up giving him sleeves for his
Yeah.
like leave your cards, dude.
Mike can't
I
tolerate
can't
it.
watch this
Mike's
anymore.
OCD can't tolerate it. Your
were
cards
like-
need to have sleeves, and I will take care of it for you.
We were like,
It
sleeve
causes me too much pain. Put
we were
these
like,
on
sleeve them
now.
for us. We don't, not for you, but do it for us. And then we bullied him into sleeving his card.
Embarrassing us.
Have you guys
Can't
ever
go
seen
out and
Nick's
play
bedroom?
with you.
Oh God, no.
You gotta go see Nick's bedroom sometime.
It's bipolar. It can go from being slightly nice to, oh my gosh, it's laundry day every day.
Looking for a coyote.
Where's the move? Where?
We're on coyote watch.
The dogs are on the hunt for something in the yard. It's late. What time is it? 12?
Probably
Quarter
11,
till.
10.
11:30. Coming up on midnight. I don't know how much later I can go, but this is my attempt at the Night Owl segment of the Early Bird and the Night Owl podcast.
Nice.
What are you gonna keep interviewing your brother or what?
Oh, sorry.
Well, we don't have to
So-
anymore. I think I got the gist.
Pretty- No,
Did I go
pretty-
deep
You're
enough?
like, oh, I was about to go deep, guys.
So,
Like, I like the little things. Like, go
so
deep, so
Uh,
deep.
generic.
sorry. For me, pretty much in high school, I was very depressed and I was struggling with finding purpose. And hi, Popos.
They're protecting their house. I love it.
So for me, it was just like struggling every day. I had a hard time waking up. I had a hard time. It was a little bit lonely because parents wouldn't be home until like 6 or 7, and then they just go about their normal
Yeah, we all had
activity.
our routine, and you
Yeah.
just didn't have like the after school thing.
Yeah,
You know, I had
Like-
swim team that I was, tapped into.
yeah. I tried like making friends, and I literally got like grounded because I invited people over and they'd end up like stealing stuff. They stole some of my dad's DVDs and I got grounded because of it. And
I didn't know you ever had that happen, dude. I never brought friends over, ever.
I
ever,
tried,
ever.
but like then they weren't like trustworthy. And then
Yeah.
I just had a hard time making friends a lot of the time because I was too trusting and people were complete assholes for lack of a better term. And anytime I like tried to trust someone, they just ended up betraying it. So that, and a lot of my friends were always older, so they graduated. And like 12th grade, I just kind of hung out in the library a lot because I don't know, I just wasn't that motivated to do social interactions and that kind of stuff. But I realized it was a little self-destructive, and so once I got to college, I started to try to get out there a little bit more and try to be a bit more adventurous and try to find purpose. And so even though it's like sometimes hard, you got to make the most of like a little moment, because when your life is kind of crazy, you got to find these little moments that actually help push you through to the next day. And sometimes you got to have a different perspective to actually see what can help push you through the difficult times. And so that's how I've changed to become a bit more social, and I've become a bit more optimistic. And I studied a little bit of Zen Buddhism, and that helped out a little bit too, with a little bit of meditation and being able to change your perspective and try to see something positive instead of always fixating on the negative, because you can't make progress and move forward if you're always looking back. And so that's kind of how I've changed a bit. And I've gotten a little bit better about vocalizing and trying to speak up for myself too. So, because if you're not willing to fight for yourself, nobody else will until you make an attempt yourself.
I just read a book called The General Theory of Love, which was a therapy book, like the science of therapy, the science of attachment therapy and PTSD and stuff like that. And one of the lines, the author, one of the points that the author made is that the not the proliferation, the plenitude of self-help books just shows how faulty the genre is. You know, so all like the self-help talk is like it's not really anything. But what does work across all boundary or across all
48 Laws of Power, though.
I don't know about the 48 Laws of Power.
How to Win People Over, or whatever. What's that book called?
How to influence people, win friends, and influence people.
Yeah, that's been since the 20s.
Right. But what I'm saying is that really what's happening when you're making some kind of progress, like you're talking about, Nick, is some kind of like co-regulative process. And it could be any different form of therapy. It could be cognitive behavioral therapy. It could be Jungian analysis. It could be Freudian analysis. It could be emotional freedom technique or EMDR or whatever other kind of modalities. But really what it is co-regulating with a respectful and adequate partner to, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes it's hard to find that partner though too. So
Yeah, but realizing that's what it is relationship. Yeah, I'm running out of steam. But like Tony's
How long have you been recording for?
long enough,
2 minutes.
No way. Like 2 hours?
probably.
who wants to play Mario Kart?
I will watch you guys play Mario Kart. Let's not hand off to Nima.
Okay, here you go.
So
I'm gonna keep going if you want to keep going.
Night Owl. Are we still going?
Just waking up.
He got his second win.
All right, I think I'm going to bow out of being the microphone MC.
Like the Korean spa. you
This
gotta
is
make sure you
DJ
laugh.
JC back in the house.
Oh.
Single ladies, shake that ass.
I think everybody at like we can talk about personal development, but
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not really sure what to talk about, to be honest, at this point.
Are you more of like the size of the ass or the shape of the ass?
Shape.
Circumference.
Tony did miss a beat.
Could be different answers.
That's no. Tony's lying though, because Tony's not really into voluptuousness.
I'm into fucking girls with big asses. I don't like fat girls.
You don't like a torta?
Nope.
That's a good workout,
He
bro.
likes popsicle sticks.
I like torta at the restaurant, but this guy.
It's gonna take a hit
Not on a
sometimes.
hammock. It doesn't end.
I'm telling you
well
though,
on a hammock.
I've told this to my wife a bunch of times. I'm like, girl, don't trip. The ass is the titties of the back.
You're not wrong.
I tend to watch you walk away.
Dude, it's a gift.
Yeah, that's why I piss him off so I can watch him walk away.
If you ask my wife, why did your husband marry you? She's gonna say, because of my butt. Because of my booty.
I like a nice shape to the booty. If it's like, obviously if it's just like too big and it's like comical, it's just like
Well-
too novel. But
Well,
I almost said something really racist. But
fun fact, like the reason we have the heart shape that came out of like when companies started to monopolize like Valentine's Day and they started selling these heart.
Yeah.
That shape is reminiscent of a butt when a woman bends over, and that's why we have that shape.
I believe it's called the booty.
We have that heart shape.
Is that where
because
that comes from?
It comes from a woman bending over and giving us that shape.
I'm
I
honestly,
like it. I like
I'm
that.
I love it too.
honestly
Kidding me?
really worried about women because you know how you've seen muscle atrophy for like bodybuilders and like their 60s and that kind of stuff, 40s and 50s when they stop working out, and all these chicks are like super obsessed with like getting their ass like super thick and super big, but like in 20 years when you're not doing 200 squats every day, that's gonna have some muscle atrophy.
So
and
you wear
it's gonna
yoga
look-
pants and
It's
to
gonna look
keep it
really weird though.
to
like,
keep it tight and
have
in
you seen some
form.
of the bodybuilders?
No,
though,
yeah.
where like their
Yeah.
muscles are like sagging, and it's like I'm kind of worried.
Kurt
that
Angle?
it's not.
Kurt,
gonna,
oh my God, Kurt Angle, man.
Yeah. Who?
it's-
Kurt
He's a
Angle.
wrestler. He's
Oh,
definitely
I know
got
Kurt Angle is, but he looks all fucked up.
Yeah.
he's got pretty bad muscle atrophy.
That's what I'm just. I
He
don't
has
even know where it
injuries that
started.
didn't
Like,
heal.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
bad injuries.
when did this start? Where like women are like, my ass needs to be bigger than like.
Oh, it's a
Are you
new
seeing
thing.
Chicks with ass implants.
The
That's gonna be-
BBLs,
Wow, this comical.
the Brazilian butt lifts, they don't have the legs to like back it up, so it just looks ridiculous
One more brownies.
'Cause, like,
Thank you.
they got a big butt and like tiny legs.
I'm just worried about like the muscle atrophy.
They look like
I
ice
don't
cream
think that's
cones.
gonna look good when you're like 50.
Which is why you only hit it and quit it. You don't stick
I don't
around.
want to hit it and quit it. I want a partner.
He's a
Well,
man of love. He's a family man.
I'm
I want
good,
a
thank you.
partner and a friend.
He ain't
No,
gonna be your friend, homie, but you can have a partner.
You're lucky if you get the friend part.
It should be your friend for like 6 months.
I haven't had a girlfriend in
We'll have good
almost 10
memories.
years, and I'm enjoying this level of bachelorness that I reached.
Yeah.
Where I go out on dates and I envision being in a relationship,
Oh, I
and
do
it gives
that
me
so
like a
much.
bit of serotonin, and I'm like, ah, cool. And
I
then
just saved $500 too.
no, but then like they'll say, because like I'm OCD to some degree, and like I have quirks, and the minute like one of they do or say something that one of my quirks kicks in, I'm like, sweet, I don't have to stick around for this, which is unfortunate, but
I honestly wish I could skip to like the 5th or 6th date. I
Me
hate
too.
the first like 3 or 4. It feels like it's copy and paste almost with every single person, same questions. I'd rather be comfortable.
are
and,
you
like,
when you date? Are you an open book?
too much?
Too much?
Yes.
I'm big time no.
You're a big time no.
Oh,
Big time closed book.
I
Oh.
don't believe in wasting time. You get the authentic 100% me. I'm the Cliff Notes. You get the whole summary. And
Oh.
Yeah.
Stuff like that shit.
I do like the 21 questions game,
Mhm.
but like I start off like playful, and then I get serious,
And then playful.
and then that's how like I range where this is going. Well,
Like it's always easier not to waste time. Like,
but
if-
I'm over dating, dude, because I mean I just turned 30, so I'm probably the youngest one here.
Mhm.
But like I started working at 14 with my dad's 50-year-old friends.
Yeah.
So like I grew up way too quick, where I can't stand people my age. Like 'cause
20-something-year-olds are the worst.
like I'm educated, college and background in architecture and engineering, but like a lot of people my age aren't street savvy, They're not like
They haven't had life experience.
they like the life experience that they lack is something I got when I was like 16. You know,
Yeah, same here.
so
That's the other thing that was hard for me in high school is my high school experience was way different than everybody else.
dude, I had a full beard and mustache by the 8th grade. Like
Me too.
I was already
We went
working
totally did.
like at 14. You know, and
I was rocking that shit at like 13.
at 16 I was paying rent at home and shit. Like
Yeah, that does make you grow up quick.
it, yeah. And I was talking about it with my dad, and my dad was like, "Sorry." I go, "No, man, it's fine."
You
I mean, you're probably the reason why I'm never getting married. But like,
you're the reason you're not going to have grandchildren. No biggie.
it's a lot of my friends tend to be older, so which I dig because
Do you date older girls?
I do.
Nice.
The last one I dated was 38.
How do you meet these women?
It's weird, but Target is my jam.
Okay.
Target is where I pick up
We're going to go hang
Pick up
out
the
at
girls.
Target.
Tarjay.
Target. I always make a quirky comment. Like I was like, "Oh my god, I came here for one thing, and I have 10 things in my cart." And they're like, "Oh my god, I know." And boom, panty
It's
dropper.
impossible to shop at
Fucking
Target without
panty
knowing
dropper, dude. Bring up the knickknacks at Target. You're in.
Patty wax.
You're in.
What'd you just say, Nick?
And then what you asked for
Give
the
a dog a
number
bone.
or something or
Yeah, I'm direct. I was like, "Hey man," I'm like, I'm new to the area. That
I've
used
been
to
new to the
fucking
area for 10
fucking
years.
yeah. I live down the street, but like I'm new to the area today. You
that's
know?
funny. I say new to the area all the time too. I
Dude.
lived there for like a year and a half now. Like,
You lived there for like 4 years.
not 4 years, but
But like, yeah, I won't date younger women because, I mean, I like them young and dumb, but after the deed is done, there's really no conversation, and that's the dull part.
the voice, if she's got like that dumb voice, like we went to the speed dating thing. This girl had like that Kim Kardashian voice with like the vocal fry.
Oh,
Has all the makeup
I
changes.
don't know.
her face didn't match her neck. I hate that shit, dude.
You gotta have a decent voice.
No, her
That's
lips, Her lips didn't match her
Anything.
being.
Did she have DSL or what?
She had like
Is that like dialogue?
Yes,
that's like the injection or whatever.
I know what that is.
Dick sucking lips.
Oh.
I think she had collagen or whatever they call put in there.
Collagen.
See, the thing is, like, it's not dick sucking lips. I just
Botox.
want a dick sucking throat.
Yeah.
There's no surgery for that. That's just a God given talent.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't.
Yeah,
That's a man that
Oh,
with
man.
experience right there.
this guy.
Oops.
No, man. No oops.
That was it.
That was good. That's good. It's the uvula. I want to fucking
If you can ring the bell back there, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I want to practice my jab on the punching
the
bag.
dumbbell.
Yeah.
You're just working it.
You guys act like you know what's up, though. I don't know.
Rocky Balboa music in the background.
How many times has a girl puked on your dick?
Once.
You're not
Once.
accomplished.
By
You're not in
accident?
double digits.
Once.
By accident?
Yes. So
Then
there's
fuck you. You guys don't know what you're talking about.
there's this
Sorry.
there's this place out on Ventura Boulevard called Maui's Sugar Mill.
Oh,
Girls-
I know exactly where that
girls
is.
will throw up on your dick.
Dude.
Colorado Hills. Which one am I thinking of?
No, you're thinking the Irish one off of on Chatsworth. But this
Yeah. The West End pub.
McGee's, yeah.
That
But it
was
happened there in the
the
parking lot, like
stomping
at 2 in the
ground.
morning on a Wednesday after country night.
I'm sure Brian had served you.
Like in,
Cracker mace.
Or Damien.
Cracker probably made the food that she threw up
Yep.
on your dick. He's like, ah. That's my impression of Cracker. Ah.
Ratchet and crack it.
Apparently, I went to the brewery one time, and I was drinking, and at the end of the night, Cracker came over, and Cracker always goes like, anything you say to him, he goes like, what? Like back to you or whatever, and he's like, hey, you owe me $7, and I was like, $7, just to make fun of him, and then he was like, fine, you don't have to pay. And then he texted Brian like a paragraph saying that he needs to check his homies because they're out here demanding drinks. and then and but I wasn't. I was just making fun of him. I would have paid, but he took it personally.
I paid for drinks from Chris.
I'll pay anybody. I always say what I owe you, and then if you say nothing, I won't pay you. But if you say $7 or whatever, how much I owe you, I'll pay you. $7.
Also, like the younger generation's spoiled with Ben. Though. That shit makes life so much easier.
Dude, I Zelle Andrada like every other week.
Yeah.
Like he's top 5 on the people I have to send money to every week. Like
I think that shit's super convenient.
it's you and my bookie.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's super convenient. It's
You buy drugs with that.
yeah,
You can?
Yeah, you don't have to have cash when you're like going to a drug dealer.
yeah.
Cashless transactions.
It's
Well,
great.
during the pandemic, that's where I got my blow.
Yeah,
He got
smart,
dropped in
right?
my mailbox, and I Venmoed the dude when he was outside my window. It was very creepy. But
Good blow though.
dude would just stand outside my window, and I'd be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ! All right, let me Zelle you right now." He'd give me a thumbs up and walk away.
Very
It was like
professional.
it was like a 20-foot driveway, and he would just walk away very slowly. It was so fucking awkward.
Like the one paladin from the D&D
Yeah.
movie, just in a straight line past the rock. Oh, he doesn't walk around it. Straight
Tony, you do mushrooms?
Yes.
All right.
I like to microdose. I don't like fucking.
Okay.
I don't like heroes doses.
You guys should do like a time lapse video of you guys.
See that, Josh? Even Tony does mushrooms.
I know. I will.
I have some, and I'll take more from Max Day.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll probably be doing some mushrooms on Max Day.
It's like chemtrail. That's what gives kids Asperger's.
Yay.
That's why I love maps.
Right on.
My brother's mentally challenged, and every time people ask what does he have, I'm like, he just didn't get any belly time.
You didn't get any belly time?
Yeah.
Like belly rubbing time?
Now it's like when you put the kid upside like on the belly on the floor, and they have to like learn to roll over.
Oh, like a
Yeah.
turtle?
Yeah.
Like a turtle?
It's like the opposite of a turtle, though, because the head is what's too big.
Yep.
And the rest of the body can't figure out how to navigate it.
Whoa, that was trippy.
Ooh.
Your house is haunted, Tony.
Poltergeist.
What's turning on?
The lights.
TV.
Oh, the Roku. Okay.
The TV poltergeist.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
Wait, no, it's
clowns
climbing through the
in, like,
screen.
your bedroom?
Nope.
Just going
I'm
towards
just gonna
the
drive up here one night and just like put a like
It's a
creepy
photo
clown
of
in your lawn.
The TV.
I'll shoot it
There'll
with.
be a shotgun blast.
Remember, he has a 38.
Oh, I got
She
plenty
got
more
the
than
TV.
that, dude. Plenty more than
Do you have
that.
cameras outside your front door?
Dude, we're on camera right now.
Oh
What?
shit!
Uh,
Nobody
sure.
whipped their
So
dick
you
out.
guys have video feed for the podcast too.
Yeah, my whole house is fucking wired up.
I was gonna say I was gonna come and like just playing like a clown every night,
Oh fuck!
Sounds expensive.
but you like wouldn't know who it was. It's
So I
like
can see all. I can. Where you parked?
yeah,
That's where I can see.
yeah. I mean now I'm not gonna do it because of the cameras, but before I knew about the cameras, I thought
Dude,
about
my
it.
wife was at first. She was like, "I don't like having cameras," and then like, she's like, "When I'm scared, I just look at all the cameras and make sure there's nothing there."
Dude, that would make it worse.
You're paranoid.
Yeah.
Have guys
You
seen
should get a
this?
panic room. You should build a panic room
Where the fuck am I gonna build a panic room?
under the ground.
The shed.
Maybe.
You're like
Ice
maybe.
shed is your panic room.
I installed security systems for a while I was in college. This like electronic company I was like a third party installation. So people would order their systems and I would show up and just install it. And a lot of people would do the lights. That's all the dots.
Mhm.
And like that is one of the scariest ones because it picks up drafts. So like if there's a draft, it'll pick it up and that'll cause the dots to like move.
Oh shit.
What do you
So-
mean move?
So because like you ever
Are the
it's-
camera with the dots?
the
or-
camera has infrared dots.
Yeah, like the ring of dots
Yes.
around the lens,
But the draft,
like a wind
like
draft.
a wind draft, it would pick up like this movement in the room because because it's not just infrared; it's also like motion sensor.
Okay.
So it would look like a ghost was walking by, and it would just flip everybody fucking out.
Like on the
Like on
monitor,
screen, like yeah, the dots would
because
like
you could see them dots moving or something.
because
like
it was
that.
picking up the motion of like this
The
draft,
wind or like
yeah,
that electromagnetic force or whatever.
something like that. And I
It
just
probably was picking up ghosts.
probably, dude,
Ectoplasm.
Yeah, it's like an EPG or whatever.
yeah, dude. That's the camera system we have at home has that option, and my sister was like, "Do it so we can see what's haunting this place." I was like, "Fuck you, dude." I was like, "Hell no."
It'd be interesting too if, like, let's say ghosts were real and they were existing in some sort of other plane that we couldn't see, in the sense of like the way we can't hear a dog whistle or something like that. But then technology got to the point where it could sort of like
Well, it's
find the space in between molecular like
physics.
entities, and then you
No,
could.
That's what the fifth dimensional concept is. Like
Yeah.
all the UFO stuff that was at Congress. Like Congress.
Yeah, they were like,
all the Navy.
you should be scared or whatever.
Well, I mean, they just
Or they didn't
they,
say that,
they
but
just said they still couldn't explain it. Like, there's all this data. There's all these like sightings from the Navy.
all this
But-
anomalies.
But they had no explanation
Yeah.
for it. But like a scientific point of view is like a being is kind of popping into our reality from like the fifth dimension. That's why like it doesn't interact with the physics of our world. That's why it can travel against the wind and act like feel like it's not phase, because it's not in our like third dimension. You know, it's like
Beetlejuice shit.
no, it's like you know how
It's like some Rick and Morty
so
shit.
you know how like a two-dimensional
Yeah.
being is like on like a
On
paper
big old
plane.
red.
So if we were to
Yeah,
focus
yeah,
on
yeah.
it,
They'll lay down
they
on
would
it,
just
scare
see
the
like
shit
a
out of
flat thing.
Right,
They wouldn't,
right.
because they don't get the third dimension. So something we're a third dimensional being, but if a fifth dimensional being were to pop in and something we can sort of see it but can't really interact with it, that's kind of what those things could be.
But
so
they're-
it's like
So
those
yeah, I
buildings
can see
around-
that with like ghosts, and
Yeah.
maybe in the future we'd have some technology
Well,
that would help us see
well,
that or something.
That's like the laws of thermodynamics. Energy can't be created or destroyed. So you get these pockets of electromagnetic, like clouds that move through the natural world, and like if you're walking and you randomly get like the heebie-jeebies, it's like you could have just walked through this like cloud of electrical waves in the air, because like we have neurons firing at all times, right? So when we die, that energy has to go somewhere. It just can't like stop.
It's very Buddhist of you.
Well, no, it's laws of thermodynamics.
I don't know,
You
but
know.
that doesn't mean that it's still not a Buddhist.
Yeah, perspective. I can see
Yeah.
that.
We try to shoehorn religion in science.
That's like, well, that's where like the concept of like reincarnation comes from, because like you have this energy that has to go somewhere else, so it'll go into like the next being. So that's one of the core sciences behind reincarnation. And like I think it's a neat idea, but also at the same time, like I don't want my energy flying around freaking people out. You know, I don't want to get freaked out, let alone freak someone out. So
I mean, I definitely think it goes somewhere.
yeah, it has to go
Energy. I mean,
somewhere.
I don't know if it's something where it's just like a little cloud of electromagnetic force or something,
Like,
or it
look,
could be
there goes
like
Nima,
something
you know?
else. But there's definitely. I mean, nothing can be truly destroyed.
Yeah.
It can only be changed.
Yeah.
Your body in the soil could end up feeding.
You're not a mic.
Oh, sorry. All I gotta do is your body's energy when it goes into the ground is also
Well,
providing nutrients.
That's the physical material of your body. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like the electrical
It's midnight.
current.
You guys stay as long as you want. Walk the front door when you leave. And the back door, please.
Tony's leaving.
Good night.
Night,
Good night, Tony. Thank you for your
Is there?
hospitality.
Where's the leftover pork?
There is no.
There's no more leftover
meat.
pork?
No.
There's no leftover food.
How are you feeling
Oh,
over here,
damn.
Andrade?
It's chilling.
Hey,
Tired.
someone give me a mic.
I don't want a mic.
Give Mike the mic.
I'm trying so hard not to be like wee 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 wee. DJ JC in the house.
All right. Does that sound like a wrap up for the night?
I'm gonna wrap.
Mario Kart.
I know.
Right.
You're driving home. Okay, I'll hitch a ride with you. It's getting dark out here, guys.
Yeah, that's pretty. There's a little bit of me. Is like just set up like a sleeping bag back here, little mat. That'd be pretty, as long as the coyotes don't hop fences.
One of the gates is open. I don't know which one, but
Well, thanks for being on the podcast, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Have fun editing.
Subscribe.
I don't really edit. I was just like,
Hit the eye above to be put on our subscription letter for next episode, where we will discuss. We would discuss. What are we discussing next episode?
Next episode, I think we're discussing dating again because the last episode didn't record.
Oh no!
So we have to re-record it. So we'll probably talk about dating, and then we'll do another. I guess the next one after that will be at Max Day, which will also be with the boys, with the dogs, and we'll be on drugs for that. So that'll be fun. This was definitely an intoxicated episode. Usually we're just sober.
That one was fucking hard.
But this one had a lot more comedy to it, so I'm all for that. Yeah, this is the early bird, night owl. So what we got left here? We got Andrada left, got JC left, we got Nick,
The balding Sasquatch.
we got Balding Sasquatch. We got the Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Trinity. All right, bye guys. I don't know how to turn. I don't know how to turn these mics
Feel
off.
free
Signing
to
out.
hit like and subscribe.
Oh, that's flashing.
Josh.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
That's a lighter. That's right here.
This week's must stream episode or must stream movie, Booty Tang.
And scary movie too.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Brought to you by Obama Your Mom.
There's a laptop out here.
Yeah, Josh. This is Josh's.
Josh's.
There's a piece of brownie left.
I'm good. I don't have a choice, do I?
I'll take the plate. Just okay. Thank you. We appreciate your sacrifice you have made tonight.
Ooh,
Was that the crunchy edge?
yeah, it's crispy. You offer, you lose. Bad. You guys feel like we just offended a crap ton of target demographics?
No. I do like. We started probably like 2 months ago, maybe. We got about. I think it's like our 7th episode, after 6 or 7.
It's pretty fun.
And then I upload them to YouTube. But like, I just uploaded episode 2.
So you're like, I got some ammo, just store it up just in case.
Yeah, because also just like trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, it's a
No,
learning
yeah.
process.
Well,
But
the
you
first-
don't want your best material to be in the beginning ones because you're like, I don't know if we got a
Right.
lot of people.
0 people. I mean, the video or whatever the episode says it has like 5 views, but I don't really expect anybody to listen to it.
Well, you guys are also kind of keeping it a secret too.
I'm not like keeping it a secret, but I just didn't want to be like,
Everybody listen.
yeah. And I just don't think anybody's really gonna listen.
You could get your views up to 12
Right.
with your close circle of friends.
I just like doing it, and I think it's cool, and I think it's
Kind of a fun
it's fun,
hobby
right?
to release some steam to.
Yeah, everyone got into it, and I knew everyone would like to tell some funny stories. Josh is like more into like,
The psychological.
or like he like comes up with like ideas and like kind of stuff for it. So
Almost like events for the podcast.
right, 'cause he was like, all right, let's do the speed dating, and then we'll talk about it on the podcast. And stuff like that.
I found a fencing club that does like fencing, beginners fencing on the weekends. I was like, that'd be kind of cool. You guys could do like a podcast about like getting stabbed.
You could do that.
Yeah, I'm proficient. I know how to dodge that shit on a regular basis.
While we were talking, I kind of had the idea of like a podcast where you just interview people about the time they shit their pants.
Mhm.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
good.
just like a 5-minute video special.
Yeah, just little short stories about people shitting their pants.
So one thing I always wanted to do is, you know how like Sacha Baron Cohen has like his characters and he like meets people on the street about it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do that, but with like online dating. So you do like a certain character and you like get an online date and then you do that character for it. I feel like that could be kind of fun if you manage to get it like filmed.
That'd be good. I feel bad for the person on the date though.
I mean, I've been on some shitty dates. I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah. I usually try to keep that first date extra short.
Yeah. As a lifeboat with an escape attached, just in case.
Yeah. Time commitment too. People are busy, you know, like you don't want to take too much of the time.
For me, the date needs to last as long as the drive to and from, at the very least. That's my strategy. Is like if I spend more time on the drive than the date, it's not a good date to me. That's just my opinion. Like the last date I went on, we went on a date for like 7 hours. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh, that was a fun date, and then the other one's like, oh, my date lasted a half hour. Like, yeah.
I mean, if you go on the date and you don't really like the person, you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't want to cut it short, right?
The last one I did is we hung out to Topanga Beach, went swimming for a little bit, and then we hiked Purple Rock, came back, had dinner at a Thai food place, and kind of walked the beach watching the sunset.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah. That's the funny thing. She's like, I think I got like 3 or 4 weeks worth of dating you in just like one date. But that's like one of my things is like the first date is usually like a good test to see if it's compatible or not. Plus, for me, like just going to get coffee is a little boring. But at the same time, it's like you want to go hiking with a complete random stranger you
Yeah.
haven't met yet. You haven't heard of stranger danger before, right? No. Oh.
I do like hiking. Everyone's in hiking.
If our ancestors could hear us, they'd be like, wait, so you guys travel what we had to do to survive, and that's your guys' idea of fun? I might have to try that speed reading thing. Kind of fun. And probably saves a lot more time than online.
Yeah, dude.
Is everybody packing up?
I'm not thirsty. I need to start sobering up when we drive home.
Everybody sleeps on the patio.